about function of function. Okay, so this is the function of function situation. This thing is also taught or discussed in differentiation. So in differentiation we can call chain rule and uh, maybe function of function, and here we do not call chain rule. This is not chain rule. Okay, so in integration the concept is little different, so I am not talking about chain rule. This is the function of function concept. So it is actually uh, incomplete uh, in one sense. Incomplete discussion we will do for this class, because this class, I already told, this class is not for expert level of calculus. So we will discuss only the uh, initial part, that is the basic concept of function of function. So there will be more things in this topic. We will not discuss everything. Okay, so there is no formula like the chain rule in differentiation. Here also we do not have any other formula. So it is just a situation so that you understand and then you apply the idea, and that will be enough. So in let me give you a recap in red color. Say in differentiation we used this idea, say ddx of sine 3x plus 2. So in that case what we did, we normally use the sin x formula, so it is cos x, and then what we did, who can say what we did after this?
So d by dx 3x plus 7.
Yes,
dx plus 2.
correct. So yes, so correct. So after doing this we did ddx of 3x plus 2. So because this is the function of function situation, and after doing ddx of 3x plus 2 we get actually 3. So this 3 you can write at the beginning, so 3 into cos 3x plus 2. So that was the concept, and we already did it in the differentiation. Okay, so this is just for recap. It will help you to understand this integration. So now when you do this in integration, say the same example, say integration sine, it is not actually 3x, not actually x, it is 3x plus 2. So this is your question. So you will think this is a function of function situation. So for function of function situation, again you think that this part is my x. So if it is sin x, then what will happen? If it is sin x, then integration formula is what? Somebody tell me what is the integration formula?
So minus cos.
Minus cos x, correct. So you will write minus, then cos, then in this case 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is half done, this is partially done. Now you have to consider the x part, that is the 3x plus 2 is actually, you thought x, it was not really x, but you thought this is my x, right? So for this part you need to do again not integration. You need to do ddx again. Okay, this is the catch. Okay, this is the thing you need to understand and apply. So you need to do differentiation for that part, and you will divide, division. Okay, not multiplication, it will be division. Bhag this, divided by this. So you continue in the next line. So this will be minus cos, then 3x plus 2, and then this additional part will be divided. So divided by 3. So because ddx of 3x is 3, ddx of 2 is 0, so it is 3. So this will be the answer, and definitely you will put a constant c at the end of your answer. So that will be your answer. Let me show you another question, similar thing, then it will be clear. So I am showing another example, integration, and then e to the power, say e to the power 4x, just this thing, 4x dx. Then what you will do, you will think that 4x is your x. Actually you will think this 4x is your x. So if it is x, then you can apply e to the power x formula. So it is just exactly same thing, e to the power x, in this case it is 4x. And then you divide this, not multiply. You divide this by ddx of 4x, because you thought 4x is your x. So in this case it will be e to the power 4x at the top and divided by 4, and then plus c, and finish. So this is the concept. Now you think, do you understand this thing or not? So if you understand, then this is the function of function concept here. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So everyone is okay. Just look at this and then try to understand. I will show you more examples. So can I erase these two problems?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let me show you more example. Okay, let me show you another example. Say the other example is integration. I'm writing on the left side, integration. Then say what did you do? I mean, okay, so let me write this, root over 3 minus 2x dx. So what you will do for this case? What do you think about this problem? What will be your
সর্বোচ্চটাকে স্যার
x?
হাফ হিসাবে নিতে হবে স্যার।
Right. So you will think that 3 minus 2x is actually your x. So root over x means in this case x to the power half, isn't it? You will think that this is actually 3 minus 2x to the power half. So if you consider this like x to the power half, then you can apply the integration formula. What is the integration formula? This is x means this, to the power half minus 1, plus 1, and then divided by half plus 1. Isn't it? This is the integration formula. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Now you will do the extra part. So what is the extra part? In this case, 3 minus 2x is my x. So I will do division. Okay. এটা ভাগ চিহ্ন ইংরেজিতেও দেওয়া যায়, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। So division ddx of 3 minus 2x, because you are considering 3 minus 2x as your x. So this will be division then ddx of 3 minus 2x. Now you continue. Actually your integration is half done because ddx part is also to be completed. So you go to the next line, and after finishing everything you will put the c. Okay, so what will be this thing? First part, 3 minus 2x to the power 3 by 2, and then it is 3 by 2 again, right? And this is also division. So division means you can write it in the lower part, you can write it below, that will be division. So what is the lower part? What is this thing? ddx of 3 will be 0, and ddx of minus 2x will be minus 2, right? ddx of minus 2x, it will be minus 2, isn't it? So I am writing minus 2 in the lower part because it is division. Is it clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
স্যার
Clear, sir.
নিচের পোরশনে এক্সট্রা কোথা থেকে আসলো? ও ওটা মাল্টিপ্লাই।
No, this is not x, this is multiply. Yes, this is not x, this is multiply. So it is into 3 by 2 into minus 2, 3 by 2 into minus 2. Okay, so next line 2 cancel, and then you can write, okay, oh, here you can put c. In the last line also you can put c, no problem, but in this line you can put c because this is the end of everything. Okay, you have completed everything, so you are writing c in the second last line. So another line you are doing just for doing some simplification. So minus sign you can put it in the beginning and then divided by 3 because 2 cancel. So this is the answer, this is it. Now is that okay? Do you understand this thing?
Yes, sir.
So I can give you more examples like that. So it is not a big problem actually, the concept is important, that's all. So let me give you another problem, like say it is 4x minus 3 into e to the power 3x plus 2 dx. Now what you will do? This is actually u into v formula, and at the same time there will be function of function. So what you will do, you will consider 4x minus 3 is your u. So 4x minus 3 is your u. So you will apply the u into v formula. 4x minus 3 is first thing, then integration e to the power 3x plus 2 dx is the second thing, and then minus, then integration then second bracket ddx of 4x plus 3 or minus 3, and then integration e to the power 3x plus 2, then dx, then complete the second bracket, then dx. So this will be the u into v formula. Is that okay? Do you understand this thing? Everyone try to understand. So this part is your u 4x minus 3 and e to the power 3x plus 2. This whole part is your v. Now you are applying u into v formula. Is it okay? Can I go to the next line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the next line, actually, you will apply the function of function concept. So in this case, 4x minus 3 is just outside. So for this part, it will be function of function concept. So how it will come here? It will be e to the power 3x plus 2, then divided by ddx of 3x plus 2. You understand this? Is that okay? Do you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
So you will write e to the power 3x plus 2 because you are considering the power as your x. So you will write e to the power 3x plus 2. This is the formula of integration. Same thing will come. And then divided by ddx of 3x plus 2. So divided by, you can write it down below. It is no problem. Okay. So next thing is integration. Then ddx of 4x minus 3. What will be ddx of 4x minus 3? Just 4. So you can write it 4. And what will be this thing? Same thing we have done. 3 to the power e to the power 3x plus 2 and divided by ddx of 3x plus 2. So ddx of 3x plus 2 will be just 3, right? There is no problem. It will be just 3. So in the next line you write 4x minus 3 e to the power 3x plus 2 and divided by just 3. Done. And then minus, then integration, it is 4 divided by 3 e to the power 3x plus 2. So it is just divided by 3. That is not a problem. 4 by 3 is a number. So you can put this number in the beginning. You will apply the formula for e to the power 3x plus 2. That's all. So I am writing the next line in the left side. I am writing the next line in the left side. Okay. So let me just erase this thing so that I can write the next line. So now in the next line you will write, this is 4x minus 3 and e to the power 3x plus 2 and divided by 3, there is no change. And in the next, it is 4 by 3. This is just a number. And it will be again the same thing, e to the power 3x plus 2 and then divided by ddx of 3x plus 2. So what will be the ddx of 3x plus 2? Just 3. So you can directly put here 3, no problem, and then plus c, and this will be the answer. Okay, so you can write 4 by 9. You can write 4 by 9 in the next line. So that is not a big problem. You can write 4 by 9. Okay, so this is the answer. Is that okay? Do you understand this? Any problem or any question from anyone?
Sir, second line টা আরেকবার একটু রিপিট করবেন প্লিজ।
Okay, sure. Which line? This second line?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So this second line is coming from the u into v formula. Now tell me, what is the u into v formula? তুমি বলো আমাকে ইউv ফর্মুলাটা। তোমার ওইটা মনে নেই দেখেই তুমি এটা বলতেছো আমাকে। আসলে তুমি জানো। বলো u into v dx ফর্মুলাটা বলো, দেখে দেখে বলো, অসুবিধা নাই। You tell me the formula, I will write whatever you say. Okay. So what is the formula? বলো UV ফর্মুলাটা। হ্যাঁ, দেখে 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 বলো, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। পরীক্ষার সময়ও কিন্তু দেখে দেখে লিখতে পারবা, নো প্রবলেম। আমি তোমার বাসায় দেখতে আসবো না, তুমি খাতা দেখতেছো কিনা।
স্যার ফর্মুলা দেখে লেখা যাবে?
হ্যাঁ, আমি কি দেখতে আসবো তোমার বাসায়? বলো তুমি খাতা দেখতেছো কিনা। আমি তো জানি না, তুমি তো দেখে লিখতে পারবা, অসুবিধা নেই।
স্যার ভাইবার সময়?
ভাইবার সময় বলতে পারবা, ওকে, নো প্রবলেম। মানে ভাইবার ক্ষেত্রে অন্য টিচারের সাথে আমাকে মিলায়ও না, মানে আমার ক্ষেত্রে কোনো রেস্ট্রিকশন নাই। ওকে, এখন তুমি যদি সময় লাগাও, মনে করো আমি একটা কোশ্চেন দিলাম, তুমি বলো স্যার একটু দাঁড়ান আমি বাই করে লই, এখন তুমি খুঁজতেছো পরে 2 মিনিট পরে একটা আনসার দিলা, আবার একটা কোশ্চেন বললাম, আবার 1 মিনিট পরে দিলা, তাহলে তো তোমার 10 মিনিটে
স্যার আমি তো ডিফারেন্সিয়েশনের ডেফিনিশন পারি না, আমি তো খাতা দেখে দেখে দিছিলাম স্যার মিডে।
হ্যাঁ, তাতে তো অসুবিধা নাই। ওইটা তো আমি এটাতে কোনো রেস্ট্রিকশন দেই না, কিন্তু টাইম ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট।
কি বলো?
আর আর পরীক্ষার সময় কোনো রেস্ট্রিকশন নাই। তুমি গুগল দেখো, আমার ভিডিও দেখো, অন্যদের ভিডিও দেখো, ক্লাস নোট দেখো, বই দেখো, এভরিথিং ইজ ওপেন, নো প্রবলেম। এখন বলো ইউভি ফর্মুলাটা বলো তাড়াতাড়ি।
স্যার u ইন্টিগ্রেশন v মাইনাস ইন্টিগ্রেশন uv dx।
ওকে, আস্তে আস্তে বলো, তুমি যেটা বলবা আমি ওটা লিখবো। ওকে, ইউ ইন্টিগ্রেশন ভি ডিএক্স, এটা বলছো, ডিএক্স বলো নাই কিন্তু। ওকে, তারপরে মাইনাস, তারপরে
ইন্টিগ্রেশন uv dx।
না, ইন্টিগ্রেশন ইউভি ডিএক্স কেন? তুমি ফর্মুলা দেখে দেখে বলো। আর আমি কি লিখতেছি চেক করো, ইউ ইন্টু ইন্টিগ্রেশন ভি ডিএক্স, এটা লিখছি প্রথমে, তারপরে মাইনাস, তারপরে কি লিখবো? তোমার কাছে নাই ফর্মুলাটা লেখা?
ডি বাই ডিএক্স ইউ।
হ্যাঁ, তুমি বলতেছো, কিন্তু আমাকে কোশ্চেনটা যে জিজ্ঞেস করছিল তার কাছ থেকে আমি জানতে চাই, ডি বাই ডিএক্স ইউ। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, এখানে কিন্তু তোমাকে সেকেন্ড ব্র্যাকেট একটা দিতে হবে। ওকে, সো এই ব্র্যাকেটটার কথা ভুলে যায় না, এটা লাগবে। ওকে, সো ডি বাই ডিএক্স ইউ, তারপরে
ইন্টিগ্রেশন বি ডিএক্স।
এক্স্যাক্টলি, ইন্টিগ্রেশন ভি ডিএক্স। সো এই ইন্টিগ্রেশন ভি ডিএক্স বাইরে যেটা ছিল ইন্টিগ্রেশন ভি ডিএক্স একই জিনিস। আচ্ছা, তারপরে ব্র্যাকেট ক্লোজ, দেন
সেকেন্ড ব্র্যাকেট ডিএক্স।
ইয়েস, সো দিস ইজ দ্য ফর্মুলা। এখন আমাকে কোশ্চেনটা প্রথমে কে জিজ্ঞেস করতেছিল সেটা বল। তুমি ফর্মুলা জানছো কিনা? কে জিজ্ঞেস করতেছিল প্রথমে আমাকে কোশ্চেনটা?
স্যার আমি লামিয়া স্যার।
লামিয়া, গুড। তো এখন তুমি তোমার ফর্মুলাটা পাইছো নাকি খাতায় লেখা? না হইলে এখন
জি স্যার,
ফর্মুলা,
ফর্মুলা স্যার
ওকে
ফর্মুলাটাই
তাহলে
ভুলাই গেছিল, এই জন্য সমস্যা হচ্ছিল।
হ্যাঁ, সেই জন্যই তো আমি ফর্মুলার কথা বলতেছি, কারণ আমি তো জানি তুমি ওইটার জন্যই জিজ্ঞেস করতেছো। এখন তুমি যদি এই ফর্মুলার সাথে এই অঙ্কটাকে কম্পেয়ার করো, এই 4x minus 3, this part is your u, and e to the power 3x plus 2, this part is your v, দেন তুমি এই ফর্মুলার সাথে ম্যাচিং করে এখানে চেক করে দেখো এটা হুবহু ওইটার সাথে মিলবে। So when you apply the u into v formula, you are not doing integration. Be careful যে আমি এখানে একই লাইনে আমি কিন্তু কোনো ইন্টিগ্রেশন বেসিক ফর্মুলা ব্যবহার করতেছি না। I am just writing the uv formula, and in the next line you do the integration one by one separately. Say for this example, e to the power 3x plus 2, you are applying the basic formula of e to the power x and the function of function concept. So you are doing this in this technique or way, and then you move to the next part. So this is ddx of 4x minus 3, it is only 4, and this is integration e to the power 3x plus 2, again the same thing is coming. So you are doing it part by part, one by one. So actually maybe the question will look like something critical, but it is not that critical. You are doing everything one by one. So if you know all the formula, and in the online education system, now it is a big, I mean, chance, it is a big advantage, so that everything, all the pages, all the formulas are just in front of you. So you can check the formula, you can apply the correct formula. Okay. So that is the my disappointment in the midterm exam. So actually you know everything, you have the formula, you have the questions we solved in the class, okay, but you copied the wrong thing again and again, you are copying the wrong thing, okay. Some big brother made a mistake and you are copying the wrong thing again and again and again without thinking of your own brain, okay. Using your own brain, you are just doing this. So do not do that, because you have everything in front of you. So the similar kind of question I will give. Now say for example, this is one example problem we are doing now, okay. So if I change the number, like this is not 4x minus 3, that will be 3x plus 2, and this is not 3x plus 2, that will be 4x minus 3. Different numbers are coming, and you are, I mean, you know this is done in the class, you know the solution, everything is written on your khata, but in the exam you are copying the wrong thing. So is it acceptable? So do not do that, and do not think in that way. You write everything what I am showing in your screen in my classes. So all these example problems will help you answer the questions in the exam, because I give the similar questions. You got my point? So let me tell you something else. If this idea is okay, then I will go to the next part. Is that okay? Any more questions on this?
No, sir.
Okay, now let me explain some other thing, because in the beginning of today's class I have already told you that function of function, we will not discuss everything here. It will not be a complete idea, but it will be important So we will learn just something. Okay. So what is the other thing we are not learning? You need to at least have an idea on that. So I'm going to discuss, but I am telling you what are the things we are not learning. Okay. Say in this function of function concept, say the question is e to the power x square plus 4x plus 3. If this is the question, it looks same function of function, but we are not learning this. Okay, not learning in this course. I'm just writing it. It is very important in red color. Okay, we are not learning in this course. Okay. So what is the thing we are not learning in this course? What is the main difference actually? It looks the same thing what we have done today, isn't it? If you apply the same idea here, like this is actually e to the power x square plus 4x plus 1 and divided by d dx. If I apply the same idea like e to the power x square plus 4x plus 1 and divided by d dx of x square plus 4x plus 1, if I do apply the same idea what we have learned today, this will be wrong. E to the power x square plus 4x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 4 and then plus c. If you do like this answer will be wrong. Okay. So why the wrong answer here? Because this answer will be wrong. Why the wrong answer here? Because the differentiation part is giving you the differentiation part is giving you something with x. The differentiation is with something x. So that is a variable, that is not a constant. So when after ddx you get something variable, that means something with x, that is why it is wrong. Now you got my point. I will not give you this type of question which is wrong actually and what you did not learn. I will not give any question in the exam like that, but you have to understand this thing we are not learning in this course. So this is beyond our capacity. I will not give you any question like this, but I am just telling you, you need to know so that you can understand what is the thing you are missing here. Do you understand my thing now?
Yes, sir.
So if I
Yes, sir.
if I say sine then x square, just sine x square, nothing else. So if you do this like minus cos x square then divided by d dx of x square, it will be right or wrong? It will be okay or not okay?
Wrong.
Wrong. Why wrong? Why?
Because ddx of x square is twice x.
Exactly. So be careful. It will be wrong because this idea will not work, because the ddx of x square is not constant. ddx of x square is 2x, and it is a variable. It is a variable, so it is not a constant. Okay, it is a variable. It is not a constant. So this idea will be wrong, and we cannot apply this technique. So there will be other technique to solve this type of question. If this is a question, then another technique, integration formula, will be applied. If this is a question, then another technique, another integration formula will be applied. Okay, not this idea.